How did one of the poorest countries in the world become one of the most powerful nations in just 40 years? And why is almost everything around you made in China? Your smartphone, your laptop, your TV, even many of the everyday products you use. Today, China is the world's largest manufacturing powerhouse, builds the fastest high-speed trains on Earth, and competes with the United States in artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, and advanced technology. But just a few decades ago, China looked completely different. So what changed? How did China achieve one of the fastest economic transformations in modern history? Let's find out. To understand China's rise, we have to go back to the late 1970s. At that time, China was still a poor country. Most people lived in rural villages, incomes were low, industries were outdated, and the country had very little connection with the global economy. Compared with developed nations like the United States, Japan, and many European countries, China was far behind. Everything began to change in 1978. China's new leader, Deng Xiaoping, introduced a series of economic reforms that completely changed the country's direction. Instead of keeping the economy tightly controlled, China opened its doors to foreign investment, encouraged businesses to grow, and created special economic zones where international companies could build factories and invest. One small fishing village called Shenzhen became the symbol of this transformation. Within a few decades, it grew into one of the world's largest technology and manufacturing cities. Before we continue, if you enjoy documentaries like this, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We share fascinating stories about history, technology, and the world's greatest mysteries every week. As more international companies arrived, millions of jobs were created. Factories expanded across the country. Roads, ports, airports, and power stations were built at an incredible speed. China wasn't simply making products, it was building an entire industrial ecosystem. Today, China produces more manufactured goods than any other country in the world. From smartphones and computers to clothing, home appliances, toys, solar panels, and electric vehicles, products labeled "Made in China" have reached almost every country on Earth. But manufacturing alone doesn't explain China's success. The government invested heavily in infrastructure. China now has the world's longest high-speed rail network, stretching more than 45,000 kilometers and connecting hundreds of cities. These trains travel at speeds of over 350 kilometers per hour, allowing people and goods to move across the country faster than ever before. This efficient transportation system helped businesses grow and reduced the cost of moving products nationwide. At the same time, China focused on education. Every year, millions of students graduate from universities, including a large number in engineering, science, and technology. This growing skilled workforce became one of China's greatest strengths. Over time, China also shifted from simply assembling products to developing its own technology. Companies such as Huawei, BYD, and DJI became global names. China invested billions of dollars in artificial intelligence, robotics, renewable energy, and space exploration. Today, it is one of the world's largest producers of electric vehicles and one of the leading countries in clean energy technology. Another important factor was China's massive population. For many years, its large workforce allowed factories to produce goods on an enormous scale. Combined with modern ports, efficient supply chains, and government planning, China became known as the factory of the world. However, China's story is not without challenges. The country's birth rate has fallen significantly in recent years, creating an aging population. Trade tensions with the United States have increased. The property market has faced serious financial problems. and many economists believe China's rapid growth is now slowing compared to previous decades. These challenges will shape China's future just as much as its past success. Even so, China's transformation remains one of the most remarkable economic stories in modern history. In just 4 decades, it went from widespread poverty to becoming the world's second-largest economy. Its cities expanded dramatically, its technology companies gained global influence, its factories supplied products to billions of people, and its infrastructure became one of the largest ever built by a single nation. Whether you admire China's achievements or question its future, one fact is difficult to ignore. Very few countries in history have changed so quickly in such a short period of time. But perhaps the biggest question is still ahead. Can China become the world's largest economy, or has its fastest period of growth already come to an end? Only time will give us the answer. Until then, China's rise will remain one of the most fascinating stories of the 21st century. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next documentary.